Just want to say Merry Christmas to the ones that are graciously celebrating Christmas. It's amazing how we have 100 churches plus in the Bahamas. And everybody, you give them the same scripture, everybody would speak differently on the same subject matter. And especially when it comes to Christmas. And my mother used to say, you know what, people being lying to their children, especially those ones that are Bible pounders, especially the pastors, the bishop, they will be lying to their grandkids and their kids for decades, lying and saying to those children, a white fella with a white beard, they call him Santa. He come from the North Pole and he came all the way to Abaco to deliver presents. These Christian people, and the Bible speaks about those mustard seed lie. Yes, a lying Christian, and no sin shall enter into his kingdom. Stop lying to them children. You're killing yourself working to get presents, and you forgot the reason for the season. They'll never ever tell their kids the reason for Christmas on the Christian calendar is because of Jesus Christ and his birth. And they lied when they tell you that. Because ain't no blue-eyed man with blonde hair was born in Africa. And nobody knows where he was born in Africa. And he definitely wasn't no snow up there, but that's a long video. I said all that to say this. Stop lying to them chillin'. Tell them chillin' the true meaning of Christmas. And you know what's so hateful and hurtful? When you sweat and twirl to buy a little present, the child cry and say, they don't want that. You feel like slapping the Jesus out of that child. All your money gone, and they still ain't happy because you give them false pretense. You tell them that Santa brought them. You never told them about the true meaning of Christmas. You know, stop lying in the pulpit. You know, in the choir. You also called Christian. Tell the children the truth. You've been lying for decades. And only person win. When I go up in Mark's house and I look all over, I say, boy, black people really going all out. For one day, Saturday, Sunday, they'll be broke, tired, and disappointed because they forgot the true meaning for the reason, for the season. All was a lie. So what gives? But since my mother died after Hurricane Dorian, I never used to celebrate Christmas before that, but it was a reason for the family to get together. But there's no reason for the season anymore. I ain't buying no present for nobody, and I ain't want nobody buying me no present. It's just another day. And we are still, this is my message, that the Davis administration, the Kirk Cornish, elect for North Abaco, and John Pinder, elect for South and Central, remember that y'all are here this first Christmas because of the weightlessness of Darren Henfield and James Albury. Not because anything y'all did. It's because the effort was so absolutely weightless that I didn't want to see no red. I don't want to see Santa with no red on. I'm anti-red. Because my people, Abaconians, are still suffering. Still don't have electricity. Still sleeping in car. Still can't come back home. Then Canada, United States, Nassau, Freeport, Eleutheric, Zoma. My people are still not back. And I will celebrate a new day when I see somebody in a brand new home. Because the F&M government, all that was given to them, you imagine? Billions was projected. They didn't build one single home. That's an international record with an international disgrace. The F&M administration and the Prime Minister was a disgrace to the Bahamas. He was in Dominica, crying, snot coming out of his nose like a little girl. And he cried for the kids of Dominica. He went down there and brought them back on the plane, put them into private school into Nassau. You all call him the Right Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis. Didn't do anything for nobody from Abaco. Didn't put nobody up. Didn't put nobody in primary school. Did not build one single house. A matter of fact, didn't send 50 bundles of shingles. Where's the money? That what Kai would have been advocating for 3-4 months since the election. The most important thing that North and South Abaco would want to know, when are they going to get back to some type of normalcy? See, the rest of Abaco didn't feel what we feel in the brunt of the storm. The pine trees could tell you in Abaco who felt the hurricane the most, by the dead trees. Outside that, they just had a little breeze, little shingles, little nothing. But we were here, and I am only here because the hurricane, the eye, thank God for the eye of Hurricane Dorian passing over Dundastan at daylight. Because if it didn't pass over Dundastan at daylight, we wouldn't have known where to run during the second and the most brutal part of Hurricane Dorian. But because the eye came over at daylight time, Kai could have run, and so many else could have run to shelter. But what if the eye would have came through during nighttime? The death toll would have been out of whack. It is evident that we lost a lot of people. 2,500 people did not show up to vote in Dundastown, Murphytown, and Central Pine. That is a staggering number. That is something for the government to look up. Where did 2,500 people disappear to? The registry is there. Anybody concerned about how many people died? The F&M weren't concerned. This is a job for James Albury and James Albury, forget him, John Pinder and Kirk Cornish. If 2,500 people disappeared, didn't show up to vote, where are these people? Are they still alive? How could we get in contact with them? Be concerned. Give us the numbers of the total amount of dead people. This is my Christmas message to the elected people. It's not business as usual. We have some concern. I don't know how many didn't show up outside of Dundastown, Murphytown. But y'all got the book. Find out what happened to these people. If 2,500 didn't show up in Dundas and Murphytown alone, that's a whopping amount. That gives you something to work with. You know the names that were there, and you know the names that weren't there. My Christmas message, my Christmas prayer is to somebody to be concerned about Abaconians. I think this is the third Christmas since Hurricane Dorian, September 1st, 2019. And I still don't feel Christmas when I see my township people is still struggling for the basics necessity of water, electricity, have none, have not a roof. So dare I disrespect them and say Merry Christmas. It ain't no Merry Christmas where I'm at. It's another sad occasion. But he that feels it knows it. I feel for my people, so I know what they're feeling, because I see them daily, not on occasion, and they are still suffering, and Kai still cares. That's why I'm bringing this message, that somebody in authority reach out and get some housing for people that have been suffering for 3 years. That's a record. Kai cares. That's why he's still here.